Today, on Be Something Wonderful, how I impressed my subconscious mind by mastering my assumptions. I am your host, Tom Karen, and this is the Be Something Wonderful studio of higher consciousness, where we help you level up and become the best version of yourself. Creators, welcome back. We're back with another video here in Athens, Greece. And this comes from a session I had with a client this morning. And this client really had a big breakthrough. Her entire life started moving. She was referring to a few of the videos about the subconscious and also the messy middle and this idea of moving to your assumptions. I want to cover this today like we never have before. This is what she said. I stopped obsessing about trying to impress and reprogram my subconscious. Hear her words here. And made consciously affirming my assumptions my focus. She made the focus of her focus now consciously assuming my assumptions my focus, right? Now I'm living in my dream apartment. The guy I have been seeing is chasing me and the fatigue is gone. In our first session, we talked about these things in her life. This is, several weeks ago now. And she was talking about fatigue. She was talking about this apartment she really wants. And she really wanted her guy to chase her. She always felt like she was chasing him. So what determined this? What's going on here? What was the shift? 3 factors were revealed in our conversation, in our session. 1, repetition. She had this thing where she would say, I am there. So it's done, although that's powerful. She had this thing where it goes, I'm just there, I'm there, right? Meaning the apartment with the guy and no fatigue. She's there, right? Persistence, frequently returning to the end. And she said, no matter what, 3D showed me. And conviction. She let go of struggling to feel a certain way, to conjure certain feelings, and allowed thoughts of doubt to be there. And she had the certainty of the I am. The certainty that I am is certain. I am as I am. When you say I am, you're certain, plus her assumption. She had that certainty. So let's unpack this idea today. Your conscious mind and conscious assumptions are the door to the great subconscious or the created medium of God. That's what Jesus meant by I am the door, I am the life, right? I am the light. It's that door to everything you want. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. What was the Word? It was that conscious medium. It's that creative medium, that God consciousness that creates everything, right? Before Abraham, I am. It always existed. It was the Word, it was with God, and it was with God and it was God. It's all of you. That's why I covered this in a previous video. I and my Father are one. Jesus said that, meaning the conscious mind and the subconscious mind are one. The Father referring to the great subconscious mind. I referring to the conscious mind. They're one. But the Father is greater than I, meaning the subconscious mind, that great subconscious medium, the Word of God, that divine consciousness is greater than the conscious mind. Do you see it? Meaning greater in what way? Greater power, infinitely more powerful. But it does nothing unless it's directed by the conscious mind, unless it's directed by you. You're the operant power of that great creative medium. The Father is greater than I am, right? That the implication is I am here, right? I am is your conscious mind. It's that greater consciousness that you are. Believe me that I am in the Father and that the Father is in me. This is Jesus saying, believe me that I am in the Father and the Father is in me. No separation. That great subconscious is all consciousness. No separation, and it's impersonal. That's what really impersonal means. We're going to cover this idea again. I've covered in a previous video. Impersonal doesn't mean cold or uncaring. It doesn't mean cold, uncaring, or mechanical, but rather the impersonal nature of the subconscious mind, of that great creative medium. God consciousness, it means the opposite. It's intimate and sees and knows nothing as separate from itself. That's what impersonal means. It means it doesn't see separation. It means it's intimately one and connected with everything. There's no separate personalities to that great subconscious. It's not aware of itself of being separate from anything. That is what makes it infinitely more powerful. With no separation, It's infinitely more powerful to bring to fruition anything that you impress upon it, right? Sub means below. Conscious means awareness of separation. Subconscious, it's below awareness of separation. It's below the awareness of a separate personality. That's what impersonal means. It doesn't mean cold and uncaring. It means the opposite, right? The subjective mind, this subjective consciousness, this great subconscious, this great creative medium that the ancients called the Word of God, it's the subject without the awareness of outside objects. That's why it's called subjective mind. It's the subject with no object, no outside objects. It experiences itself. It moves upon itself. That's what the ancients meant when God moved upon the waters. God moving upon itself, that consciousness moving upon itself as you direct it, right? It itself subjectively moves upon itself without outside beliefs, filters, and assumptions. It moves upon itself without those outside beliefs and assumptions. That's why you can direct it consciously through the door of your conscious mind. This is powerful, right? So the big point, the subconscious is not only conscious awareness, the subconscious is not only not conscious awareness is not only conscious awareness of separation, it is subject to what you are consciously aware of. So the subconscious is not only conscious awareness of what? Of separation. It's not aware of separation, but it is conscious awareness. It's subject to what you consciously are aware of. Remember, the subconscious is not separate. The Father and I are one, but it's greater than the conscious mind. So the subconscious is not aware of separation, but it's one with the conscious mind that is aware of separation. Right, so it's deductive and can't reject or question anything because it doesn't see itself as separate from it. It doesn't question what you impress on it because it doesn't see separation. It's impersonal. There's no separate personality believing something or assuming something or judging or labeling, right? Because it's impersonal, not aware of separation, remember, impersonal, not aware of separation, it has unlimited power to create whatever is consciously or unconsciously impressed upon it, right? You're the operant power. You're either consciously impressing it or unconsciously impressing it. But either way, something's happening. So either you're creating your reality consciously, or something or someone else is, right? It's not personal means it doesn't judge, it doesn't analyze, it doesn't label any of the mental images or assumptions or impressions that are impressed on it as to good or bad, right or wrong, possible or not possible, true or false, or real or unreal. That's what makes it infinitely powerful. It doesn't judge any of that. It doesn't see real or unreal, possible and not possible. It just brings it and creates it. It brings it to fruition when you impress it. This is huge, right? So the subconscious mind acts automatically and spontaneously and impersonally. What does that mean? It means naturally, without limitations of any kind, without any outside influence. That's the subconscious mind. It will act, it will create along subconscious or unconscious lines unless you consciously direct it. This is really what my client got a hold of. The idea that she was doing subliminals, she was, really efforting to try to reprogram it, to try to impress the subject mind. And she just decided that based on what she's been hearing and what she's been feeling, to go through the door of her conscious mind, to go through her assumptions, to get firm with her assumptions. Remember, you are the operative power of your conscious mind. You create and manifest your reality by what you consciously, repeatedly, and persistently assume with conviction. Hear it again. This is really the conclusion she came to. You create and manifest your reality by what you consciously, repeatedly, and persistently assume with conviction. That's how you impress the subconscious mind. That's how you, quote, reprogram the subconscious mind. Imagine, claim, and assume to be true about yourself and your reality. That's how you master your assumptions. What you imagine, what you claim, what you assume with repetition, with persistence, with conviction to be true about yourself and reality. That is how I impress my subconscious mind, by mastering my assumptions. I am your host, Tom Kieran, and this is the Be Something Wonderful studio of Higher Consciousness, where we help you level up and become the best version of yourself. Creators, thank you. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for considering becoming a member of the membership channel. There'll be more content coming there as well. Thank you for liking the videos, commenting on the videos, sharing the videos. We have a Facebook group at besomethingwonderful.com or at facebook.com/groups/besomethingwonderful. facebook.com/groups/besomethingwonderful. That's an open group where you can join and share insight and guidance with others. You can also follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Tom Caron, or just go to our website anytime at tomcaron.com or besomethingwonderful.com. Creators, with great love, with great light and infinite gratitude, coming to you from Athens, Greece. This is Tom Caron with Be Something Wonderful. See you soon.